One plant looked tired and slow. Its leaves were pale. The soil felt heavy and wet, even days after watering. Right beside it, another plant was growing strong and steady. Its leaves were deep green. Its stems were firm. But here's the surprising part. This healthier plant was not growing in potting soil at all. Within just a few days, the difference became easy to see. The plant and soil stayed almost the same. The other plant continued to improve. It is a small change in time, but a big change in growth. This can feel confusing at first. We are often told that potting soil is essential. So how can a plant grow better without it? If this feels strange, you are not alone. You are not doing anything wrong. Most gardeners are simply following what they have always been told. This pattern has been noticed again and again over many growing seasons. Different plants, different conditions. Yet the result often looks the same. Something important is happening beneath the surface. And once you see it, it becomes hard to ignore. Before explaining why this happened, it helps to understand how potting soil behaves over time. At first, potting soil looks perfect. It is soft, dark, and easy to work with. When you plant into it, everything seems right. Water soaks in nicely. The plant settles in. For a while, growth may even look healthy, but slowly, something begins to change. The soil starts to compact. It becomes tighter and heavier. Water does not move through it as easily. Instead of flowing, it can begin to sit in certain areas. Some parts stay too wet. Other parts dry out faster than expected. This change is quiet. It does not happen overnight. That is why many gardeners do not notice it. The plant may still look fine for a while, but under the surface, the roots are dealing with less air and uneven moisture. Roots need a balance. They need water, but they also need air. When soil becomes compacted, that balance is harder to maintain. The roots may struggle to spread. They may become weaker over time. Because this happens slowly, it can be easy to miss. The plant does not fail all at once. It simply stops improving. If the problem is not obvious at the beginning, then what are we really seeing as time goes on? One common misunderstanding comes from how we water our plants. Many people believe that more water helps the plant grow faster. This comes from a good place. We want to care for the plant. We want to give it what it needs. But when water meets compacted soil, the result can be different from what we expect. Instead of moving freely, water can fill the small spaces between soil particles. These spaces are where air should be. When air is pushed out, roots begin to feel stressed. They cannot breathe properly. Over time, this can lead to weak growth or even root damage. This is not about making a mistake. It is about how soil changes with use. Even careful watering can lead to this problem if the structure of the soil has already shifted. Many gardeners notice that they are watering more often, but the plant does not seem healthier. This can feel frustrating. It may seem like the plant needs more care, when in reality, it may need a different environment. If soil is part of the issue, then it is natural to ask a simple question. Could using less soil actually help the plant grow better? There is an approach that many people overlook because it feels unusual at first. Instead of relying fully on potting soil, this method uses a lighter, more open growing medium. It may include things like natural fibers, partially decomposed leaves, or simple organic materials that are often already available at home. At first, this idea can sound too simple. We are used to thinking that plants need a rich, heavy soil to survive. But plants in nature often grow in loose, airy environments. Forest floors, for example, are not compacted. They are full of organic matter that allows both water and air to move freely. This alternative method creates a similar condition. It does not hold water too tightly. It allows excess moisture to pass through. At the same time, it keeps enough moisture for the roots to stay comfortable. Because it is lighter, roots can move more easily. They are not pushing through dense soil. They are exploring an open space where growth feels natural. It may seem surprising that removing something considered essential can actually improve growth. But sometimes, What we remove makes space for something better. So what happens when roots are placed in this kind of environment? After a short time, small changes begin to appear. When you gently check the roots, they often look different. They may appear whiter and cleaner. They are not tangled tightly. Instead, they spread out more freely. Water moves through the medium more evenly. It does not sit in one place for too long. This means the roots are less likely to stay overly wet. At the same time, they are not drying out too quickly either. Air can reach the roots more easily. This is one of the most important changes. With better airflow, roots can stay active and healthy. They can absorb nutrients more effectively. This is often the moment when gardeners notice a clear difference. The plant begins to respond. Leaves may look fresher. Growth becomes more steady. It is not sudden or dramatic. It is calm and consistent. Seeing this can feel reassuring. It shows that the plant is not difficult to grow. It simply needs the right conditions. So what is creating this balanced environment? The method itself is simple. It often uses materials that are easy to find and free. For example, dried leaves that have broken down slightly can be used. Kitchen scraps that have been turned into simple compost can also work well. Coconut-based materials, if available, can add lightness and help hold moisture without becoming heavy. These materials work together in a gentle way. They hold moisture, but they do not trap it. Water can move through them slowly. At the same time, small air spaces remain between the particles. This balance is what makes the difference. Roots are not sitting in water. They are surrounded by a mix that feels stable and breathable. Another benefit is that these materials break down slowly over time. As they do, they release small amounts of nutrients. This creates a steady feeding process instead of sudden changes. Because the method is simple, does not require constant attention. It supports the plant in a natural way. But one question often comes up. Does this work the same way in every climate? The answer depends on the environment. In hot and dry areas, traditional soil can dry unevenly. The top may become very dry, while deeper layers stay moist. This can make watering difficult to judge. In a lighter organic mix, moisture tends to stay more balanced. Water spreads more evenly. This helps the plant stay comfortable, even when temperatures are high. In humid areas, excess moisture can be a concern. Heavy soil may stay wet for too long. This can lead to root stress. A more open mix allows moisture to move out more easily. This reduces the risk of roots sitting in water. Each environment has its own challenges. But this method can be adjusted slightly to match local conditions. A bit more dry material in humid areas, or a bit more moisture-holding material in dry areas, can make a difference. A small adjustment can make the system more stable and easier to manage. There's one gentle caution to keep in mind. When using a lighter mix, it is important to avoid keeping it too wet, especially in closed containers. Without airflow, even a good mix can hold too much moisture. A simple habit can help here. Touch the surface before watering. If it still feels slightly damp, it is often better to wait. Allowing some air to move through the mix helps keep the balance. Good airflow is also helpful. Containers with small drainage openings or loose placement can improve this naturally. Once this balance is understood, the method becomes very easy to maintain. It does not require frequent checking. It simply asks for occasional observation. Over time, many gardeners notice that their routine becomes simpler. There is less guessing about when to water. The plant gives clearer signs. The mix responds more predictably. Roots are less likely to be disturbed. Because the medium stays loose, repotting becomes easier if needed. Plants experience less stress during these changes. Growth becomes more consistent. Not necessarily faster in a dramatic way, but steadier and more reliable. Leaves develop with a healthier color. Stems feel stronger. This can bring a sense of calm. Gardening begins to feel less like a task and more like a quiet observation. The plant is not asking for constant attention. It is simply growing in a space that supports it. It becomes clear that it is not about doing more. It is about creating the right conditions and then allowing the plant to respond. If you are comfortable sharing, it can be helpful to notice your own pattern. For example, how often do you water your plants? Do you find yourself checking them often, or do they seem to manage well on their own? Small observations like this can reveal a lot over time. As the seasons change, the garden often teaches us something simple. Plants do not always need more effort. They need the right balance. Sometimes when we step back a little, we begin to see what the plant has been showing us all along. The leaves, the soil, the roots, they all give quiet signals. When we listen to these signals, gardening becomes easier. It becomes more natural. You do not need to work harder to see better results. Often, the improvement comes from doing less and allowing the plant to grow in a way that suits it best. Sometimes the garden improves when we simply step back and observe,